Hello my people, how una dey? Hope say una dey fine. As for me, I dey okay. I dey recover small small. Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we will be continuing from where we ended the last time. So the last video was the Third Pyramid Art Center, Abuja. After visiting that, we went to visit the Millennium Park, but it was raining the entire day around that area, so the park was closed. We could not get access to it. After that, I decided I was craving amala and I wanted to try amala in Abuja. So my friend took me to the most popular amala joint. But family members, the queue I saw there, the line was just so long. And they say patience is a virtue. But on this day, I don't think I had that particular virtue. So I was like, let's go. But I guess that amala should really be popular because Chef T, who is a very popular big Nigerian food blogger on Instagram, when she visited Abuja, she made a video about trying amala at the most popular amala joint in Abuja, and she really enjoyed that video. And I was like, this place, I don't know if I made a mistake by not waiting, but again, I just did not have time. So we decided to visit a couple of estates in Abuja just so I could feed my eyes to beautiful houses. And the first one we started with is, I'm going to pause here so you hear the name. Katampe extension. Katampe. From the moment I stepped foot in Abuja, estate houses was one of the very first thing I could notice. From driving through the airport highway, I could see a lot of uniform, beautiful houses by the side of the roads, and I was just like, Abuja has so many beautiful houses, it has so many estates. And my friend was like, let me drive you into some of these estates just so that you see more beautiful houses and you're not just limited to the kind of houses I saw along the road while entering. And family members, if you watch this video from beginning to end and you still did not see your house inspiration, then I don't know. See, I saw so many beautiful houses and I'm just like, okay, I think I now have the perfect idea for my future house where my husband wants to build, not me. Anyway, this particular estate had so many beautiful, I mean, all estates have beautiful houses for the most part, but this particular one had a lot of modern houses. People have money in this Nigeria. This thing that they're saying people are suffering, it's a lie. Some people are actually enjoying. Yeah. One thing I learned about real estate in Abuja is that a group of people who have money or a construction company can decide to buy a new layout, a piece of land somewhere, and they develop it, they build all these fancy modern houses and they put it up for sale. And Nigeria has rich people enough, billionaires, millionaires, who can afford buying those houses. Most often than not, most of these houses are sold in dollars. I don't know why they don't sell them in Naira. Maybe in Naira is going to sound too exorbitant, but most often than not, I heard and learned that they are usually sold in dollars. Now, and I think this is such a good idea because there are so many people who are out of the country and who would love to purchase or own a property back in their home country, but they do not have trusted family members that can follow up such projects for them. Either they eat their money or the project is not well done. But with such a system, I think it makes it possible for you to be in whichever Western country you are and you can purchase a quality house back in your country. I just think this is just like it solves a problem for people who actually have this problem. This is amazing. They even have a supermarket in here. Just imagine having the stress of following up technicians left, right, center being taken away from you, and all you're presented with is the keys to your finished house at the end of the day. I mean, some of us do not have the patience or time to be following up technicians left, right, center to do the job that they ought to do and which they are paid for. Buying a finished house just solves all of that problem. So yeah, the only one we're suffering is there's no money in this country. Every day planes are flying left, right, center. What are those who are traveling when there's no money?
About Oshodi, every day I'm hearing plane over my head. I say,
Plane.
Here, it's not far from the
Ikeja
airport. The airport is like 5 minutes away.
Oh, okay.
So I'm like, every day people say there's no money. All these planes that are flying left, right, center. Where are people getting money from?
So ECOWAS was building an estate here. What is this called? ECOWAS estate, but they abandoned it and then sold it. So
There are so many investment opportunities in African countries. Some work better for other countries and some don't, but knowing which works for which country is paramount. Now, this is so popular in Nigeria, estate houses, estate building and all of this. But in Cameroon, I don't know why it doesn't do so well. You hardly find a construction company just go and buy a layout somewhere and they build all these massive modern houses and put it for sale, or a rich millionaire doing that. I don't know why they haven't tried that. If you see any area that has uniform houses, most often than not, the company build them for its workers like Sonara, CDC, but residential houses, it's not so common to find companies building residential houses and putting it up for sale for the general public. I hope someday millionaires in Cameroon could try changing the narrative for such investment opportunities. Maybe they could try building luxurious, modern, posh residential houses for sale and maybe target Cameroonians who are out of the country to buy, or any other person who is interested in investing or owning a property in Cameroon could actually purchase such a house if their problem is that Cameroonians do not have so much money like that to buy those kind of houses. But whatever the case, I would love to see such an area being developed in Cameroon where I could just drive through and see all these posh modern residential houses that individuals by themselves own and not renting from a company. My fellow Cameroonians, can I hear an amen in the comment section? This is one of the most beautiful things about traveling because it exposes your mind. And when you come back home, you see so many problems and you can have a solution to that problem. Now, I'm no millionaire. I cannot even afford building such projects, but I'm hoping that our millionaires will change the narrative. The future is so bright for all of that to happen in Cameroon. At this point, we're about entering the second estate. I hear it is one of the most biggest estates found in West Africa. You could literally stay here and don't have a need to step out of this estate. They have everything you could literally need to survive in here.
This is like the biggest estate in
one of the biggest estates in West Africa. You know the biggest.
It has everything. It has all banks inside here.
Banks, that's markets, supermarket, police station, police. Police, that's everything. Printing press, mention it. Gas station.
You could literally just stay here and do everything.
You can actually, there are people who just stay sometimes and are not going anywhere.
Oh.
They say grandpa is outside of Abuja. Hotels, different hotels. Simple things.
Yeah, but you have everything
Hospital,
you need.
pharmacy.
Yeah, you have everything you need in here.
This estate has almost everything you could literally think of you will need to survive. It equally hosts a very popular church here in Abuja called Koinonia. This is Evelyn's Creations and Park, and in here they have a massive hall where the church holds its gatherings. You can literally be born here, you grow up here, and you get married here. You're going to find a wedding hall for your reception only in here, and you'll continue your life in here. It's just so funny to think that one place can host so many things, and you could actually not find a need to step out of the estate. This is more than an estate even. This is a whole community on its own. And one thing that struck me here is the community or estate area is not so new, but regardless, the roads, as in all the roads leading to different corners or different areas still in the estate, are in good shape. See, Abuja's road maintenance culture is on a whole different level. You could actually think that the maintenance culture ends only for the highway, but this is me inside an estate, as in going through different corners, through the different nooks and crannies of it, and still here, the tarred roads inside the estate are still in good shape. You'll find one or two potholes, but that is about it. I mean, I was just so impressed by that. Like, their road maintenance culture in Abuja is something else. You also have very popular international food brands in here like Domino Plaza, Cold Stone, and a couple of other ones you can find in here. So you can literally hang out. You have spots to hang out, to relax with your friends, places you can shop, you can buy, like whatever you want to do, you can most probably find it here. They also have Chicken Republic. I think what will actually take you out of here is if you have an administrative matter you have to attend to, or you have to go to a ministry, then you will have to step out, because in here there is no ministry in here. Outside that, boy oh boy, you'll have everything you need to survive in here. Now, while in the car, my friend and I were having a very random conversation, and I decided to pick his brain on something in particular. What could possibly be the reason for an area to develop so fast in Nigeria? Now, I know there are remote areas in Nigeria, that's not what I'm talking about here, but what I'm talking about is the fact that when you're having a conversation with other people from other African countries, and you mention the fact that, oh, Nigeria has good roots, oh, Nigeria has many international brands in their country, or Nigeria has this or that, most people tend to attribute the success or the growth rate of Nigeria to the fact that it's because of the population. But in my head, I'm thinking, what does the population have to do? No, mind you, the population plays a great role. I'm not refusing. But my problem here is people attributing every good thing to Nigeria to the population. If this population was actually there, but the population was filled with foolish, useless people, do you think Nigeria will actually grow at this rate? It's just like saying when you see somebody doing so well for themselves, owning properties left, right, center, and all you can say is, oh, it's because the person's coming from a rich family. Like, haven't you seen people who have money and don't know what to do with the money, or don't even know how to multiply the money, or don't even know the investment opportunities to make? I've seen other African countries that have half of the population Nigeria has, but they don't do half of the things that Nigeria has done for itself. So I think that we should actually learn to, when we see something good in Nigeria, we should actually say that, oh, okay, this thing, or Nigeria has this thing, and it is because their people think in this particular light. It's not just because they have the population, because you could actually have the population and do nothing reasonable with the population, and you will still be at the same level you were before your population tripled or quadrupled or whatever. If we're being honest here, nobody can take it away from Nigerians that they are very, very innovative. They are pushful, they are hardworking, they are hustlers, and all of that. Sometimes we tend to say it in a bad light, like they are aggressive, all they think about is money and all of that. But I think that nature of theirs is what has actually made their country become what it is today. If they did not have all of these attributes, I don't think they will be where they are today. Now, I do know that they have not reached half of their potentials. They still have issues they have to deal with. They are struggling with a lot of things, but regardless, there is growth. That's what I'm talking about. Nigeria and Nigerians are not all that bad. I think if other African countries could actually sit down to understand the mindset they have, take away the good things you can take away from Nigerians and leave the bad to them, I think we all would also be at a growing rate. Not to say we other African countries are not growing. I mean, we are growing as well, but at a very slow pace. But if we can combine what we already have and then we take the good from Nigeria, I think we'll do great and mighty things for our country as well. Now, this is Koza Church. My oh my, this is a very popular church. They say people being helped by God. Now, can you even look at the building? Can you see this massive building on a massive land, all for God? I mean, we are just dulling in Cameroon, because if somebody wants to just put up a small structure that is even big like this for God, they will now call you all sorts of name. You're wasting land. Look at what you're building. You have embezzled money. Like, people will water your efforts down. But in Nigeria, it's so common to see a massive, beautiful building and they tell you it's the house of God. Now, one thing that came to mind is maybe the fact that Abuja was planned from scratch. That's what made it possible for it to have all these beautiful estates. Now, you could literally think that the entire Abuja is filled with only estate houses. I mean, this is not the entire truth because there are houses that are not found in estates and all of that. But the illusion, they make it look like, oh, this is how Abuja is. Because once you get into the town, you start seeing beautiful estates and all of that. See, I think the proper planning of the town is what has given it the advantage over all other cities or areas in Nigeria because it looks so structured, so organized. It almost feels like we're driving through one area in the Western world. I mean, I've never been there, but it just feels like I was in one bushy place. It was so beautiful at night. The lights were giving, the area was clean, beautiful houses. I'm like, this is how life is supposed to be. This is what they call road trips. This is what your eyes are supposed to be feeding with. It started raining cats and dogs, and I told my friend, you know what, let's just go to where we're going to, and that was to buy the shawarma and go home. Now we're already on our way to buy shawarma because I had eaten shawarma in Lagos and it was just so funny in my mouth. So I told him like, I don't know if it's Nigeria shawarma, but there was something off about the shawarma I ate in Lagos. And he was like, what was inside the shawarma? And I told him, and he was like, now you know wetin you shop because that one will be shawarma. Like, Abuja has good shawarma, so he said. So it was like, I'm going to take you somewhere that you're going to have a different perspective about Nigeria shawarma, Abuja shawarma in particular, because Abuja has very, very good shawarma compared to Lagos. I do not know how true that is, but this is where he brought me to. They have both chicken shawarma and beef shawarma. There, where you see people standing, that's where they do beef shawarma. And what I showed you guys earlier, this place just in front of me, is where they do their chicken shawarma. We stood here for about 45 minutes to an hour before we got our order ready, and I was like, under rain, where are all these people coming from? And he was like, this place is usually more than this in terms of population. It's just because of the rain. That's why we even got our order that fast. And I'm like, 1 hour is fast. He's like, I'm like, oh, okay. Apparently, it's a popular shawarma spot, or they sell really good shawarma. We're going to find out later in the course of this video. So we left there and we came to the restaurant found in the estate. Because the rain that was falling, I was not ready to get wet again trying to look for something to eat. So I saw yummy pies at this time. I was like, it's actually true what I heard. The estate restaurant never sleeps. Family members, rain has dealt with me. See, I did not expect Abuja to be this rainy because Lagos is not this rainy. I mean, it just made sense that I knew that, Abuja is close to the northern part and they don't really have, I don't know, like, it's not really wet. And Lagos is by the sea, so Lagos has to be more wet than Abuja. So I came to Abuja knowing that it's going to be hot. Because since I was in Lagos, I have not experienced rainfall. But since I got to Abuja, like the very next day, rain back to back. Rain has been falling back to back, and today he actually met me outside. Anyway, I'm home now, and I want to eat. Let me show you guys. I got this from the estate restaurant, jollof, and then shawarma. I want to try Abuja shawarma. I tried Lagos shawarma, but the last time I was in Nigeria, I tried Lagos shawarma and it did not even give, right? And some people in the comment section said, now you shawarma be that, You did not try the real one. So when I came to Abuja, I was like, okay, I want to try if it's going to be different from what I experienced in Lagos. And so I'm going to eat these and I'm going to draw my conclusion or give you guys a remark. But anyway, so I'm halfway gone into the shawarma now, and if I'm being honest, compared to the previous one I ate in Lagos the last time I came, this is better. As in the previous one was just filled with cabbage, but this has like beef, sausage, and so this is better. This is better indeed. It has been a day. Thank you so much if you watched till this point. I don't even know how this Abuja vlog is going, but it's going somehow. It's going somewhere. Thank you so much if you watched till this point. I'll see you on Unveiling by the help of God on my next one, right? Bye.